Hello awesome people of YouTube and welcome back to game number 3 between our Zerg player Elazer and the Protoss player PtitDrogo. He's the Protoss player Protoss because I said so. So good luck, have fun throwing out by both players here. Very good manners beginning with this game number 3. Now just to remind you, there is the annotations on the top hand side of the screen. If you've missed game number 1 and 2, they are included there. Please go back right now because those links will disappear and you'll have to go back if you missed. And at this point, spoilers are coming, so we are currently looking at a 2-for-0 for PtitDrogo of this best of 5 series. If he does win one more game, he will end up taking the best of 5 with just 3 games. But I really hope we're going to go out all the way to the 5 games. That'll be pretty damn awesome. Now, I didn't preview any of the games here. None of them have been previewed, just to let you know. The reason I do that is because it does take away some of the excitement of casting it. It just pretty much, you know, I know how the outcome is going to go, and then I'm kind of expecting to be like that. So, it does look like we have an expansion first out from both players. Going to be thinking about macro more than aggression at the very beginning of the game. Doesn't decide to go for a triple hatchery at the very beginning. That is something he's done in the last game. So he does decide to bring up the extractor and then straight away the spawning pool. Gonna potentially start mining straight onto the gas to have enough gas for metabolic boost as soon as the spawning pool is up. And is he gonna put a third drone on it? Is he gonna put a third drone? There it is. So gonna be mining that up very quickly. I do believe he's gonna have enough gas as soon as the spawning pool comes up. Might be a little bit short, but that'll be quite alright. Did he start with it? No, he started with 2 gateways again. He does seem to be pretty fond of that. Taking a second gateway before a cybernetics core. And that generally means that he's going to start with an adept very first. Now, just to note here on this map, because it's so small, it is sometimes wise to start with a zealot, just to block off here. But it doesn't appear to have done that, simply because he is already aware of the timing. He knows that there's no Zerglings on the way as of yet. And there we go, we do have gas, or the metabolic boost already being produced. Now just to note, the drones have been left on the gas, which exactly suggests that there is roaches also on the way. Now because he's brought out these roaches before the third base, I have a strange feeling he's going to be doing some sort of roach timing play right now. Going to do roach and ravager play and basically just break straight into the base with two bases of his own. We're of course going to see if that's exactly how it plays out. Might not, might, but we'll see. There is a Stargate on the way, so that's interesting. Gonna potentially see another Oracle coming out very shortly. Now similarly to the medevac play, Oracles do come out roughly at about 4.5 minutes, and that's when you'd be expecting to see one in your base. Okay, double adepts coming out. Now just to note, there's already 2 adepts here. Gonna get defended off here. Don't think he's actually destroyed anything off that. No, he has not. Metabolic boost is going to be up for the Zerglings in just a few seconds now. So at that point, it's going to be very pointless to actually jump in here with the adepts. You might take out 1 or 2 drones, but that'll be pretty much the end of it. And it won't be worth it at all. Now another gateway being thrown down here. And what is he warping out? He looks like a void ray. No Oracle in this game, just a void ray. Now there we go, we do have roaches, 1 ravager as well. So as I said, possibly a timing push coming out here, and he is reinforcing it pretty much all the time as well. How is it going to play out? There is 1 overcharge here at the moment. Gonna back on up a little bit just to waste the time on that. Would be most wise to wait out that. So 1 is now out, destroying that. The second one, there is another overcharge on that pylon over there. No more energy left. This could be a very quick GG here if he continues this aggression. Doesn't look like he's putting down the third hatchery as of yet. He is doing so much damage right now. Took out 2 probes already. There is another overcharge. He decides to go away from it a little bit just to attack this pylon instead. There is a void ray here, so that is something to know. The void ray will be able to fend this off right now, which I suppose was a very good call from PtitDrogo to manage to put that up. So he's currently supply blocked, which is, I suppose, very heavily favoring Elazer. He's going to continue his production, possibly build up some units. Does look like he's more interested in queens right now, which, you know, would result in creep queens. And just a bit of passiveness. So a second Void Ray is also on the way. At this time, doesn't appear that Elazer is interested in anti-air. So I really wonder, is this going to be one of the first games that I've ever cast where there's actually going to be a Protoss Air Force? It does seem to be quite rare. I don't really know why, but Protoss Air is just not common at all. It seems that in previous expansions you would see that, you know, the games last a lot longer. There was not 12 probes at the very start or 12 workers overall. You would start off with 6. And because of that, the games would take a lot longer to progress, so people had more time to build up air units, and I think that's probably why it was taking so long to do things. And it gave, I mean, the ground units, they took so long to produce that, you know, you had time to create the air units. You could build up a few Void Rays without the enemy even noticing. Whereas in Legacy of the Void, the whole meta has changed. Now everything is about very, very fast aggression. And as you can see here, 6 minutes into the game, we have 2 Void Rays, a lot of ground units also, and this could be quite nasty. These reinforcing units are getting weakened down just a little bit. With these queens on the field, also going to be very difficult to destroy this force. But I do think that because queen damage is not that huge, to be honest, he will be able to defend against it quite easy. Does manage to destroy. I think that was a stalker actually getting destroyed there. One overload taken out here. A lot of damage. This psionic transfer going into the main base. Gonna probably just do a bit of economic damage there. And goodbye. And there we go. These 4 units gonna back on out here. These are now going to start doing drone damage. Taking out 1 queen. Not really that significant, seeing as he has a few creep queens. Going to be able to just transfer them to use them on larva instead. So more damage. Currently 5 drones taken out. Not quite sure how worth it has been doing this at all. Honestly, I'm thinking that it's not worth it one bit. Does manage to escape with just 2 remaining adepts. Is going to be preparing for his own 3rd base. Now this is very dangerous at this point. He does not have any significant force. He does have 2 Void Rays, which give him a huge advantage right now. Because Elazer does not have that many units, or that many anti-air units, it's just the queens here. It'll put PtitDrogo in a very good position with Void Rays, because he'll be able to attack freely, as long as he of course micros them away from the corrosive vials. He'll be able to attack freely and constantly do further and further damage with them and clean up the units. So there we go, the Void Rays are now coming into effect. I do expect some corrosive piles going to be going down here just to clean up some buildings. A few overcharges going down also. And does manage to catch out a few of the sentries with corrosive piles. Very, very good play here. Warping in a, or not warping in, morphing in another Ravager here. And this is a deadly push right now. The 3rd base here getting punished from PtitDrogo quite heavily. He is actually straight in the middle line now. Does start to take out probes. There is quite a significant number being taken out. There is 1 immortal in the back here, trying to nuke as much as possible. Does start to get surrounded by Zerglings as well. Going to be very quickly taken out with the corrosive piles. And there we go. 19 probes. A GG is called with 19 probes destroyed. That was absolutely insane. The 3rd base pretty much punishing Elazer or PtitDrogo here because he was not able to respond with enough units. So that's pretty much it. I'll end this video here. Okay, so game number 3 went completely different, this time in favor of Elazer, bringing the series up to 2-1 right now, best of 5, so keep in mind it's up to 3 wins. That's pretty much it from me. I'll be moving on to the next game very, very shortly. My social media details are on the right hand side here, my subscribe button underneath my face and underneath the video if you're on the desktop. And that's pretty much it. I'll end it here. Good luck, have fun, and I'll see you guys in the next game.